Going to be a high of 57 today. Intermittent showers. Not as much rain as we got yesterday, which is good. It was a wet one yesterday. But that rain will continue through the remainder of the week, even though temperatures are going to rise into the low 70s. Welcome to your midweek. Hopefully you're ready for a great day. I had you both open our Facebook page.
Yes.
If you ever wondered a little how the sausage is made, what it's like in the studio here on any given morning, I posted a video just a couple minutes ago, and I think you pulled it up, and you can play the audio. There's not much that anyone will get from the audio. You have to see the video.
Okay.
But if you want a little inside look as to what it's like in this studio every single morning and how Kelly feels every single day, go ahead and jump on our Facebook page real quick and check out exactly how Kelly feels every morning. Go ahead, you can play it. Kelly's watching it too.
Oh, yeah. Do like a little techno.
Yeah.
All right, the caption is just another day of my son realizing he's the only normal one in the family.
Yeah, look at the
little boy.
Little boy.
Side eye.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, there it is.
And that's
yeah.
Kelly.
That's Kelly
pretty much
every
me.
single morning.
Every
Yeah.
morning.
Basically, you've got mom and daughter really enjoying what's going on, and the third one like, what in the
What did I
hell?
walk into?
These are the ones I'm stuck with, really? So yeah, you can see it for yourself on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm definitely the little girl in the car seat with the strange noises coming out.
Right.
And you're the driver.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's Kelly looking at us like, what am I here? Where am I? What am I doing with these people?
It reminded me of when my stepsons, as we were walking through Chicago one time, and I was doing something, and they looked dead at Nora and go, "Why'd you pick the broken one?"
No.
Yeah. I never told you that story?
No.
Oh, we took Bren to Chicago for his birthday, not last year, but the year before. We took him to a Lions-Bears game, and we were walking through downtown after the game or something, and I was doing something that I do. And Bren looks at Nora and goes, "Why did you pick the broken one?"
Oh, my God.
That is the single greatest line I have ever heard.
It's pretty good. And it still comes
So
up.
good.
It still comes up every so often at home. I'll be doing something or I'll say something.
Because I said that to Hal Fish after he hired
did you?
a year ago.
Yeah, that's,
Why'd you pick the broken one?
Yeah, that sums it up. That sums it up.
No.
So-
That is too funny. Did you laugh or were you like,
Oh, absolutely.
what?
No, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I told him, I will always take a good jab. If you get me, get me.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. So now every so often around the house, one of the boys will be like, "Why'd you pick the broken one?" How are you, Kelly, on a Wednesday?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling better than I have in a solid week. So,
how's the hubby feeling?
he's, under the weather.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how you pass something along
Yeah.
to your household. So
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, though.
Thank you. Yep, things are good.
Good. Thick? Everything good?
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't sound great.
Doesn't sound
Oh,
convincing.
no. It just, I read something. Well, so the other day I read that Skid Row's now looking for a new lead singer. And I'm like,
Okay.
Sebastian Bach sitting right there. I don't know what really happened between them, the band and Sebastian Bach. But now Sebastian Bach's going on tour with Twisted Sister because Dee Snider's health
saw
won't
that.
let him play. So now it's Sebastian Bach singing for Twisted Sister while Skid Row's looking for a singer. Do you know how much money Skid Row could make if they got Sebastian Bach in the band and they toured?
Well, it's just plug and play. Get somebody else.
I was
Who
gonna
cares?
say-
But I know, but you want the original.
These 80s rock bands and these rock singers are all becoming just band sluts. They're like, you
they
got an
are.
opening? I'll play for you. I'll sing
Right.
for you. I'll jump on guitar here.
Right.
You know who's open? Maybe Dee Snider. Switch lead singers.
Well, D can't. That's the. But his health
It's
is
the
his problem.
80s rock version of Wife Swap.
Yeah,
I know,
right.
but we saw Dave Grohl in his throne. Stick Dee Snider on a throne.
Just let him sit
sing
there?
Yeah,
Yep.
just sit there.
Yep. That would be interesting if they did that. And then go on tour together.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, will they do Skid Row songs?
I would have to think so.
I mean, you're going to get Twisted Sister and Skid Row songs?
Why not? I mean, hey, you want the best of both worlds? Sure. I'm sorry.
I just think they could, they could be part of one of these big 80s stadium tours if they got Sebastian Bach back in the band. I don't know. There's some really bad blood there for something.
Well, again, that seems that. I mean, imagine the money that Steve could make a ton of money.
Wait.
Good luck, Steve.
He's having a serious brain fart over here.
Journey.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
See? Ah, yes! I'm not the only one. Come on, who is it? Steve who?
Oh
Steve?
my God.
Steve
Why
who?
did you do
now
this
you can't
to me?
think. Now you can't. Steve, Steve who? Three of us
God,
working on a rock
this to
station.
me?
Can't think of the former lead singer
Steve
at church.
Perry.
Yes,
There you go.
Steve Perry.
God, Steve Perry. Wow.
Isn't that the worst when it just won't come out?
Oh.
Anyways, he said, no, I will not be going on tour with them. They're doing their final Frontier tour. They could have absolutely...
Oh, that would have been
It
massive.
would have been huge. But no.
What about Danger lead singer? What are they doing? Remember that song?
Danger.
Remember
Wow.
that song, that group?
Naughty. Isn't that it?
What are some of those all those like B-level 80s rock groups?
Junkyard.
I'm not going to another concert until Kaj Gugu comes back, so
I'm definitely going to the casino to see Great White and Slaughter.
that's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
That'll be a good show.
Because that guy they got singing for them can sing.
All right, well, coming up, we have got a very busy Wednesday on the hand. More Blackberry Smoke tickets we're going to get to in just over an hour here. Coming up about 7:35, I want to talk about, there was an article that said women really aren't surprised by proposals. They know what's coming. And also going to visit one of our favorite websites, FessHole, coming up here in just over an hour. Right now, let's get going. Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
All right, $25 up for grabs to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. Sales spiked 5,000%. 5,000%. Sales spiked at this Columbus pizza place because they were seen on Love is Blind. Can you imagine? So they were seen on Love is Blind. Their sales spiked 5,000%. What is the Columbus pizza place? Be the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970 and win the gift card.
All right, let's get our answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the question was, sales spiked 5,000% at this Columbus pizza place after it was featured on Love is Blind. And I guess if you blinked, you might have missed it because it was only on there for about 12 seconds. And Kelly, you'll know who these people are. Amber and her fiance, Jordan.
Yes.
So they had a disagreement.
Yes.
And Love is Blind, which, of course, is set here in Columbus this season. The scene cuts to Jordan hovering over a giant Mikey's Late Night Slice, plain-ass pepperoni pizza box with an entire bottle of garlic sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. They're doing this guy dirty because he is not like slender. He's not. He's just a sort of a little bit of a bigger guy. And they are doing him so dirty on this show. All the clips are of him eating.
Oh,
Every
really?
time you see him, he's shoving something into his mouth. And I'm like, this guy's so nice. And this is like one of the couples who may make it. Like they're pretty well matched. She's the one from Mount Vernon.
Okay.
And he's
okay.
such a nice guy. And I'm like, yeah, you're getting a dirty edit here.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. But Mikey's Late Night Slice, that's great.
Yeah, well, the sales are for this signature garlic sauce of theirs, which is amazing. And that you see the bottle of the garlic sauce next to the pizza box. And so now if you order 2 pies, you get a free bottle of garlic sauce. They're doing that. And they will be having a finale party tonight at their OSU campus location. I guess the finale's tonight.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're having a big watch party at the
Good for them.
Mikey's Late Night Slice campus location.
Love some Mikeys.
Yeah. Lance Barnes from Columbus, first one to text in the correct answer, scores $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Well, as it always does, as the internet world, the World Wide Web turns, we've got the current hot topic of the World Wide Web, and it's quite entertaining. I'm not going to lie. Basically, we've got burger wars going on online right now.
CEO Burger Wars.
Yeah, because over the past 2 days, if you missed it, both McDonald's and Burger King have released new products. Now, Burger King's new product is actually the new and improved, which, by the way, you can't be new and improved. You either improve something that's old or it's new. You can't do new and improved.
Right.
But their new and improved Whopper, apparently they're upgrading their ingredients to make a better, fresher Whopper.
Oh.
Now, McDonald's, on the other hand, has got a brand new product called, the Big Arch Burger.
Yeah.
And this is, I think this is kind of a trolling, if you will, where McDonald's CEO decided to make a video. As, online digital media is all the craze right now. So they did a TikTok or a reel of him trying the new Big Arch Burger. And it didn't go well.
This thing's 2/4 pound patties.
Yeah.
Which is a half-pound burger, which to me is a normal burger is a half-pound burger.
Well, they sell a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah.
So it's the same patties. They've just changed the toppings.
But this is a guy who looks like he's never seen a hamburger. He's like,
right.
I don't really know how I'm supposed to eat this.
Well,
take a bite, lunatic.
Yeah, he actually says it in the video. This is audio from the McDonald's CEO trying the new Big Arch Burger.
The Big Arch. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. Here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good.
And here's the thing. If you haven't seen the video, he takes a nibble.
I know. It's a little bitty bite,
He
man.
just takes a nibble.
And at some point he calls it the product, like meat product, or some weird thing in the video.
Well, I guess if you watch the video, there's also an edit in the video, because I guess after he took a bite, one of the sesame seeds got, stuck in his tooth.
Oh,
so
can't
he
have
was
that.
he was, picking at it. They edited out him picking at his teeth.
Can't have him looking like a normal.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah, that was just the most alien-like video I've ever seen. Are you new on Earth? You've never had a burger?
How do I attack it?
How do I attack this?
You know what? I don't even watch the show, but he sounds like the alien from Futurama. I don't know what to do.
Right.
How do I attack it? What? Have you never seen
That's so great,
a
yes.
burger before?
That is so
How do I
on
attack
money.
it? You take a damn bite.
I'm eating this for my lunch, just so you
Just
know.
so you know.
Really? Okay.
I must consume vittles for the energy so I can continue to be the CEO of the Golden Arches. Then, in a trolling-esque move, I guess the CEO of Burger King decided, well, let's have some fun with this, and we're going to do a video of me eating the new Whopper. And apparently people are going nuts over this, because they're saying he did a much better job.
Well, not only that, he looks like a model. This guy looks like Josh Jamel.
Yeah, women
He's
are going crazy
really
over
good
it.
looking. He's a salt and pepper, but sort of looks like he's in his 40s. He is good looking, and he knows how to handle a burger.
I bet he does.
Wow. Well, and here's the thing, too. The way he went in, he did not, take a nibble of that burger.
He didn't look at it and go, what am I supposed to do here?
How do I eat a Whopper? No, this guy went in.
Attacked it.
That's what people are going. That's what the women are going nuts for.
Uh-huh.
It was like, if that's how he eats a Whopper.
Uh-huh.
What I'm talking about. He's got a mess on both sides of his mouth. Get that man a napkin. Oh, my God. That guy knows how to eat. Now, let me say this. I love McDonald's. I will eat McDonald's a couple times a week. Nothing against UBK, but I'm going to take McDonald's 10 times out of 10 over Burger King.
I like McDonald's, but I prefer Burger King because flame broiling does beat frying.
Yeah. I will take the McDonald's product over the Burger King product.
I'll take the Burger King CEO over the McDonald's.
See, that's the thing, though. Now, yeah. Now,
Listen, I am absolutely happily married. I love my husband more than anyone in the entire world. But I will say, if I'm going to compare these two guys, one of them's like a clown, and the other one is just salt and pepper.
Oh man, Kelly,
Adonis.
Kelly's catching some feels.
She's got women running to their
My
phones,
husband-
computers right now.
My
Who is
husband's
this
a salt
guy?
and pepper, I'm very much in love with my husband. But I'm just saying, outward of his character, maybe he's a total jerk, but he knows how to eat a Whopper.
Yeah, no,
all
based
right?
on how he does it, I'd say he's a pretty cool dude.
He just seems normal. Like the most of us who are starving at lunch and we're jamming a burger in our face, that's this guy.
Yeah, that man will not stop until his jaw hurts.
Right.
The McDonald's CEO is barely kissing the tip. It's just right there on the end of the quarter pounder.
Like,
Mamby-pamby CEO.
Yeah, but that Burger King.
I said no mayo.
Yeah, here's the Burger King CEO.
Oh,
Not bad, right?
Only one thing missing, a napkin.
Just normal dude.
Because I got the juices all over my face. Because I know how to eat meat. Oh, my God. Will you teach me that, please? If you want to try out the Big Arch Burger or the new Delicious Whopper, both are available at your favorite fast food place now.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us to upstate New York, Nelliston, New York. And, you know, this may be the last time I do one of these stories because I'm tired of trying to help. We put out the PSA almost once a week, and people continue to do this thing where it's like I share with you the issue that a lot of criminals have, and it's that they double, triple, and quadruple up on, like, their charges and their problems. If you were to do one little thing, oops, mistake, you'd probably fly under the radar a lot better. But no, you end up just snowballing all of your illegal issues into one thing, like this woman, who is facing multiple felony and misdemeanor charges after an early morning traffic stop back on March 3rd. 36-year-old Heather Yagabuchi was driving in her car and got pulled over because deputies observed a vehicle traveling with a headlight out. Right there. If you're already committing other illegal things, make sure your car's running properly. Don't have a headlight out to make it more likely that you're going to get pulled over. Check your turn signals. Check your brake lights. You know how when you go get your oil change and they're like, turn your turn signal on, put the car in reverse, step on your brakes. They want to check those things. You should too. Well, she didn't. So she was pulled over. And after being pulled over during the traffic stop, they identified her as the driver and determined that the vehicle displayed fraudulent Ohio license plates. You can't do that. So she was taken into custody because you can't drive on fraudulent license plates. Upon that, they investigated her vehicle, searched her vehicle, and found quantities of cocaine, methamphetamine, and drug paraphernalia. So now she has been charged with a list of felonies and misdemeanors.
All you needed was a headlight, lady.
All you needed was a headlight. What's that cost you at O'Reilly's? Probably not that much.
Yeah. Less than it's costing you now.
Way less than it's costing you now. But here's the thing. At least she had a valid driver's license, unlike this man who will probably not get one. This next story takes us overseas to the UK, where police pulled over a vehicle that they noticed had a defective brake light. Get your lights fixed, people! Here's the thing. While speaking with the driver, they smelled marijuana. If you're going to smoke marijuana while driving, make sure your brake lights work so you don't get pulled over while high on marijuana. They did conduct a drug test, and the guy failed. They also happened to find marijuana on him. So, you know, they don't have the legality rules that we have over here. So he was literally caught red-handed. The driver was a 26-year-old man who wasn't fully licensed yet. Why? Because he was taking his driving test at the time he was pulled over.
No.
Does the driver instructor not have a nose?
What the heck?
If the officer can smell the marijuana from outside the car, you'd figure you could smell the marijuana sitting right next to him in the car.
I can smell it a car away.
Right,
like
right,
you're at a stop
exactly,
sign.
yeah.
Like, come on, man. He's
Have you
2
not-
feet away from you.
Have you not driven past a dispensary before? It's in the air.
Yeah.
You can smell it. The guy was arrested, and the driving test was terminated, of course. The young man's mother at the test center was shocked to see the police officer, which led to a very awkward conversation, which it really shouldn't have because the guy's 26 years old, still doesn't have his license. So was this like an issue he's had for a while? Why did he not go and get his license 10 years ago? What is the driving age over in the UK? Is it 16 as well, I'm assuming?
I guess.
Yeah.
But so
Anyways.
mom took him to the testing center.
Uh-huh.
So maybe she smoked with him?
I get possibility. Yeah, did mom not know?
Yeah.
Could mom not smell it? And then send him along his way on his driving test? Yeah, he's not going to be getting his driver's license anytime soon.
17 to drive alone. You
17
get
to
your
drive alone,
basically,
okay.
When you're 16, yeah.
All right. Well, it's going to take him a lot longer than that now. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. All right, Kelly, on one hand, I obviously do not want to leave you out of the conversation. It is a little more sports-related, but you watch movies, so you'll probably be in on this conversation because I found someone made a little online meme, and I thought it was a little interesting. It does deal with only football, but we can expand it a little bit, and we'll get to other sports here in a minute.
Listen, I have no problem coming up with an opinion on something I know nothing about.
Awesome.
So,
I
lay
love
on
when
me, baby.
people do that. Yeah. Someone said best fictional football players in movie history.
Oh, my gosh.
So they listed the top 10. And again, this list only deals with fictional football players from the movies.
Wow.
We can talk about other athletes here in a moment. But, Vic, I thought you might have some fun with this. Kelly, as a movie watcher, I'm sure you know some of the fictional football players out there.
Do I?
Maybe? No, not so much? Okay, great.
Maybe. Lay some on me, and I bet I know them.
All right. Vic, name a couple fake football players from movies, fictional football players, that you think would make the top 10 list of best fictional football players. But before you answer, Kelly raised her hand in excitement. So the fact that she's even participating, I want to get her in on this.
Bobby Boucher.
All right, that's a good one.
That one I know and I love.
Bobby Boucher. Okay.
Shane Falco.
Shane Falco.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, and I can't remember the linebacker that was a cop in the replacements that played with Shane on the team.
Wasn't that John Favreau?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I know that. Any others you can think of?
What the heck was
fictional football players?
I'm trying to remember his name in the movie.
What movie?
The Longest Yard.
Paul Crewe.
Paul Crewe.
Yeah.
Yes, Paul Crewe.
Paul Crewe's a good one.
Both linebackers from Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah, Julius and Greg. No, not Greg.
The one that got in the
car accident.
Car accident.
Yeah.
Bertier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
All right, coming in at number 10. Buddy. Air Bud, Golden Retriever. The sequel to Air Bud.
Wait, he's a basketball player, not a football player.
Golden Retriever. Or Golden Receiver. In the sequel, he plays a wide receiver.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a sequel.
I didn't either until I saw the list.
Sounds like you're missing out.
Yeah.
You made it to number 10.
Number 9. Very good football player. That boy could run. In fact, he ran so much they actually had to tell him to stop. Forrest Gump coming in number 9.
I didn't even think of Forrest.
Coming in number 8. I'm surprised you didn't name this one. In the movie you named, but different player. And I know you're a fan. Deacon Moss from The Longest Yard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Michael Irving.
Yes.
Played Deacon Moss.
Oh, the newer.
The newer version, yes.
How about Uncle Rico?
You know what? I'm very mad Uncle Rico is not on the list.
Well, he didn't prove he could throw a football over the mountains.
That is true. He did not prove it.
Ran his mouth a lot. He never showed us anything.
Number 7, Petey Williams from The Little Giants.
I was thinking Petey from Remember the Titans.
No. This is The Little Giants.
Yes.
Number 6, Paul Crewe.
What about Icebox from Little Giants?
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Not on the list.
Paul
Crewe is number 6.
All right.
Number 5, love this movie. Vontae Mack from Draft Day.
Yeah.
Linebacker. Yep. Number 4, Earl Meggett from The Longest Yard. Nelly.
Okay. Nelly, yeah.
Played him in the latest version. Number 3, you did name this one, Julius Campbell from Remember the Titans. Amazing football player. Number 2, I wholeheartedly disagree with. There are so many better players that could have been named, not only on the list, but at number 2. Rod Tidwell.
I love Tidwell. What, you don't think? Oh, dude, yeah, Tidwell's great.
Rod Tidwell? Ring a bell there, Kelly?
No.
Jerry Maguire?
Cuba Gooding Jr. He was such a great football player, he won an Oscar.
Okay. Number 1 on the list.
Gotta be Shane.
Shane Falco.
Yeah.
They could have been I would take Shane Falco over Rod Tidwell any day of the week.
It's not Shane.
No, it's
he's
not
not the
Shane.
top
Bobby
10.
Boucher.
Oh,
Is it?
get out of
Bobby
here.
Boucher.
Over Shane Falco. Shane Falco's not even in the top 10.
Not
This
even in the
list
top
is
10.
completely dismissed.
I would have to agree with you. I would take Shane over Rod Tidwell.
Find me a Bobby
For sure.
Boucher jersey. I own a Shane Falco jersey.
Mama say alligators are so ornery because they got all them teeth but no
Bobby
toothbrush.
Boucher. Come on.
Bobby Boucher's the best.
Oh, my God.
Phil, I would absolutely pick Al Bundy, but we're talking movies, not TV shows.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Al Bundy.
5 touchdowns in one game for Polk High. I
Yeah.
got his jersey, too.
He'd have been up there. Also, not on the list. Now, was he that great of a player to make the list? Probably not. But Rudy did not make the list.
Oh,
A lot
wow.
of people
He
texting
should have
in
made
about
that.
Rudy.
Yeah, he should have been in this list. He
Yeah.
should have been on there over Bobby Boucher.
Let's see. Bates was the linebacker from The Replacements, apparently.
Oh,
Someone texted.
that was his name in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one from the program was named,
Oh, man.
which is kind of upsetting.
Again, the linebacker that got hurt.
Yes.
Remember for Christmas he gave his mom a door knock handle, the door knock thing,
Yes.
and he goes, next year when I go pro, I'm going to buy you the house to go with it.
Yep.
And then he got hurt.
Although, I don't know how great you can consider them, because if you put any NFL player or college player against a high school player, it's really not going to work out. But no one from Friday Night Lights was named.
Oh, Riggs should have been.
Yeah. You figure one of those guys would be.
Yeah.
Or Booby.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Booby.
Yeah, Booby could have been named for sure. If you've got Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Oh, my
How
gosh.
do you forget about Steamin'
Yes.
Willie Beeman? Thank you, Aaron. You text that one.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And,
Any
Booby
given
Bump.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone texted in Fad. I have to Fad Castle. Is that Blue Mountain State? I think that's Blue Mountain State. Is Fad. We were just talking about the guy who plays Reacher.
Oh, okay.
Played
I
Fad
haven't seen
in
it.
Blue Mountain State.
I haven't seen
You
it.
would like it's a straight up raunchy comedy. about
What's
football.
the movie with Dawson? From Dawson that just passed away. Dawson,
Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
The big lineman.
I give it a 10.
The big lineman.
Yeah, that's I give it a 10.
Yeah, what
is his
I
name?
can't remember his name. Yeah, he should be on the list.
Kelly's just shaking her
I
head.
have never seen it.
None
I've
of
never
these
seen
are-
99% of these movies.
None of these are okay.
Missing out.
I give it a 10. Who was that? He really liked movies. 10. I give it a
If
10.
we're talking baseball, Kenny Powers.
TV show though,
Oh, dang, that's
not
right.
movies. See,
And now,
All right, I'm listening.
the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose is submitting voter registration information to the U.S. Department of Justice. LaRose says federal law requires his office to comply with a DOJ request for registration data on nearly 8 million Ohio residents. This includes names, addresses, dates of birth, and driver's license numbers for voters. The DOJ made this request back in August. It says to ensure the registration data is current and accurate and that all voters listed are eligible to vote in the state of Ohio. The U.S. has identified 4 of the 6 service members killed in an Iranian strike over the weekend. All 4 were soldiers in the U.S. Army Reserve and based out of Iowa. U.S. Central Command says more than 50,000 troops, 200 fighter jets, and 2 aircraft carriers are participating in Operation Epic Fury with more capabilities on the way. Meantime, President Trump says the U.S. Navy may start escorting oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz as gas prices start to rise in the U.S. A large amount of the world's oil travels through the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran says it will target any vessel using the waterway. The shipping lanes lie entirely within Iran and Oman's territorial waters. Well, on your next United Airlines flight, if you're blasting videos out loud with no headphones, you may be permanently banned from the airline. United has updated its contract of carriage to include passengers who fail to use headphones while listening to audio or video content as a reason for refusal of transport, with the potential for a permanent ban from the airline. So if they tell you, got to pop some headphones on, and you refuse, you will be removed from the plane if it's a United flight. If you've forgotten your headphones and you're like, well, I forgot my headphones, so what do I do? They say in many cases they will have free earbuds available for you to use.
Good.
So there you go.
No one wants to hear your video.
I told you that when my sister was serving jury duty in Franklin County in January, they were sitting in the jury room, the jury pool, and waiting to see if they'd be called for a case. And someone a couple rows behind her was listening to a podcast at regular volume. What insane person doesn't understand that is very weird?
So weird. It's also the people who talk on speakerphone in public. Like, it's not even about the fact that I don't care about your conversation and we don't need the extra noise. I wouldn't want to do that to the other person on the other end.
Yeah.
Because the speakerphone is picking up all the other noises. Like, that's just, why would you want to do that?
Right. And now we're in a cramped plane and you're going to play your videos out loud with no headphones? Like, you need a checkup.
Because the last thing I want to hear is that annoying AI voice just blaring out.
Yeah.
And now this person is going to touch the hot stove. Like, no. Look what happens when this person falls off the cliff. Like,
yeah. All right, those are your 3 things.
Well, it looks like the future is approaching quicker than we thought, and Washington State is trying to get ahead of it. Now, how much of an issue this is going to be in the near or very near future, I don't know. But again, Washington State said, look, we're going to cut it off right now because they have just voted. The House and Senate in Washington State passed a bipartisan bill. And they were both sides of the aisle were all about this, saying companies may not request, require, or coerce any employee to have a microchip implanted for any reason. Because they are already talking about, for some of these companies, you get a job and you get a chip. Basically the same type of chip that you get your dog when you want to make sure that they can be tracked and, monitored and censored, and they can do a reading and find out this chip belongs to this dog who belongs to this person. Now, these chips, of course, are talking about things to make your work life easier. Maybe you open a door. Maybe you scan yourself into the building through security.
You don't need a key fob.
Right. Maybe you have, instead of a login on your computer, you just book, touch your hand to the computer and it logs you in because it knows your chip for security reasons.
No.
Like, before we start implanting things in our bodies, let's try the Disney bracelets. Where they put the thing on the bracelet and then you buy all your food and all that.
Well, that's the same thing we use at Sonic Temple.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do Sonic Temple bracelets.
And you've got a work bracelet.
Yeah. Are they bracelets or bands? What do you boys prefer?
It's a
bracelet?
Wristband.
I mean, I guess they're that, the softer material.
It's a wristband.
Yeah. So, I mean, give me a one of those little clasp on little things.
Yeah. But this is just employees and work and their companies, right?
Right.
Why didn't they go all the way and say no employee or government or anybody can force you to have a chip implant? Because we've been hearing about that for years. How eventually, when you're born, you're going to get a chip. Yeah. Right? I mean, it's a big conspiracy, I know. I don't know if there's anybody ever really thought about doing it, but why didn't they just go all the way and say, no implanting chips?
Now, here's the thing. Politicians that were voting on this in both the House and the Senate actually laughed before it was voted on. Because it does sound kind of crazy. That they're like, I can't believe we're voting on this. But a bunch of people are like, hey, people have talked about this before. This has been something that's been brought up. So let's just
wave your hand over your computer. It logs you in. Yep. I mean, it really would make everything easier, but it's also like if you change jobs a lot, you'll have all these migrating chips around your body from different companies. God. No, thank you. I don't want anything implanted. I will tell you right now that is never happening.
Does the company get their chip back if you quit? You know what I mean?
To dig around in your body.
You have to have it removed, and then you get a new one put back where that one was when you get your new. Yeah, come
like
on.
The severance chip. Yeah, dug out of that dead body. Ooh.
And I have to assume because we have seen foreign objects in bodies before. What if your body heals around it? You've got some sort of scab or whatever what's it called when the body it puts a protective layer around something. It actually can
callus over.
Calloused over. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they do migrate in dogs. So if you find a dog, they'll look for the chip. Usually it's behind a shoulder, but
right.
it'll migrate.
Yep. One of the officials who introduced the bill said, we don't want to have to try to clean up any impossible mess after it's too late, so we're getting ahead of the problem.
Yeah, be proactive.
So,
I like it.
But it does make you think, do they know something we don't know? Are we closer to this than we think? Did somebody that owns some large company headquartered in Washington State approach a politician and be like, so we're thinking about microchipping our employees? Or did someone just come up with the idea and say, look, I've heard the rumors. We've heard about it for years. We've heard about this microchipping, so we're just going to put the kibosh right now. Either way, Washington State will not be allowing employers to implant chips inside of you for any reason whatsoever.
Good.
I love it.
Would you do it, though?
Never.
No.
I will tell you right now, I'll never do it.
I mean, every man's got his price.
Right, exactly. Oh, so you get a new morning job.
You have to get well into seven figures to put a chip in.
I was going to say $1 million salary. Are you getting a chip? They tell you it's for the security door when you walk in. It's for your computer, and it's for your Google Teams Meet. It's how they encrypt in the code. And you $1 million salary. You're not going to do it?
No.
No?
No, because it's too close to maybe being the mark of the beast or something. You know how they say in the end times and Revelation in the Bible? A hard pass. Like, I'm not playing with my eternity like that.
Okay.
Jonna said the Belko experiment movie did this. Carrie said Minority Report.
Minority Report, do they have chips? Maybe they do. Well, anyways, just know we won't have to worry about it in Washington State. Whether it makes its way to other states, including here in Ohio, we'll have to wait and see. It's a Wednesday, which means we have to visit one of our favorite websites. That would be FessHole, where people jump online and anonymously admit things they've done. And if you want to do the same, we would love to hear your confession. 800-821-9970. We can keep you completely anonymous if you want. Like this person who says, the missus is a lot more attractive than me. When we go out, men stare at her. Doesn't really bother me. What does bother me is the nagging I get every day. Sometimes I wish I was single for the peace. But I'm shallow, and she is beautiful, and I'll never find someone as pretty as her ever again. I would 100% do the same thing. I know I'm in that boat. I outkick my coverage. I get it all the time. People flirt with Nora. Whatever. Get yourself a free drink. I don't care. It means I don't have to pay for it. He wants to buy you a drink? Let him. Save us some money. This person admits, my name is Michelle, and my husband has called me Shelbo for the last 20 years we've been together. We had an argument last year, and I said, I hate it. Never call me that again. He hasn't, and I didn't know how much I'd miss it.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I can't ask him to start doing it again because it wouldn't mean the same. Anytime I say Nora instead of Bunny, she's like, don't ever do that.
You feel like you're being called to the principal's office.
Yeah, she hates it when I say her name.
What's wrong with her? She's a woman, isn't she?
Been calling her Bunny for so long that she just does not want to hear her name. And
she's like, are we in a fight?
Right, yeah, did we just start something? What happened? This person admits, I was buying my mom a houseplant recently and commented to the woman at the cash register, how did houseplants survive before there were houses? She looked at me like I was an absolute idiot and said, yeah, they're native to warmer countries. I'm 54 and I asked this question. Yeah, that's embarrassing. This person admits I worked as a handyman and got a job painting the parking spaces on the local golf course parking lot. I measured up my car and added a couple feet on each side to get the dimension of spaces. Forgot this was a country club and most people drive things like Range Rovers and not Ford Fiestas like me.
Whoops.
Parking spaces were a little bit too small. This person admits, I do all the laundry in our house. Me, my husband, my kids. And you can bet the smelly dish rags don't go in with my clothes.
Right.
Benefits of being the one who does the laundry, I guess. This person admits, at my old job, I would sneak in a power nap or two in the restrooms. This habit taught me a lot about my coworkers.
Oh.
Like the fact that my boss, who has a walk that is easily recognizable, doesn't wash his hands after he poops.
Ew. Gosh.
We had a former coworker when I worked in Denver. Apparently, we learned, my female co-host at the time learned that we had a female coworker that did that. Would just poop and leave. That was it. This person admits, I opened a pizza restaurant. To give the impression we'd been around a long time, I included in all the marketing that we've been making fresh pizza since 1995. That was the year I turned 12, and I distinctly remember making a pizza at class in school. So I guess you have been making pizza since 1995.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't see any lies detected there. And finally, this person admits, I always try to sign leaving, retirement, or birthday cards at work last. You know, sometimes they'll pass around a card for someone's birthday, someone's retirement. This person says, I always try and sign last. And then I add little kisses to the management's signatures. And then I try and be present when they open the card so I can see their face. I love that, and I am stealing that idea 100%. In fact, I'm going to put on some lipstick and kiss the card and leave a little lipstick imprint there. If you're looking to kill some time at work today, want a good laugh, make sure you visit FessHole. Saw an article yesterday that sparked my interest because, it used the word proposal and you know, told the story many times. I'm the king of proposals.
Yes.
Just an old, what's the word? A helpless romantic. Just want love in my life.
Hopeless. Not helpless. Hopeless.
Well, I'm
Maybe
pretty
you're
helpless.
romantic.
I'm a helpless romantic. Hoping to be a hopeless romantic. But yeah, I always thought that was just the next, evolutionary step in your relationship. You're supposed to propose. So that's what I did. Many times over. Did it for the last time last year.
Did each one get less and less special? Did you not go all out?
No, kind of, but no, not really.
Did you ever do anything elaborate?
Yes. Yeah, my first proposal was about as elaborate as it can get.
Really?
I proposed on stage, on Broadway, at Rent.
How about that?
After a performance.
Wow.
What?
And it's good to know people, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, Nepo brother.
I know, right? Yeah. I asked if I could, and he said, yeah, he would set it up, because we were going to New York anyways.
Yeah.
And so this was my college sweetheart, if you will, and we have been together a few years. And so as the last song is being performed and everyone stands up and is clapping, I'm like, come on, we got to go. And we worked our way around the stage door, and she's like, where are we going? I was like, just come with me. And everyone was doing their final claps, and then the guy who played Mark, Anthony Rapp, introduced me, and we walked out on stage, and I proposed in front of everyone, because we were both in the theater program at school, and we did some shows together, and, we'd been together a couple years. And then as we're leaving, I proposed, everyone clapped, of course, and then we got off stage, and people were still exiting the theater. And as we're leaving, everyone's saying, congratulations, of course. And there's a New York City police officer, because the streets, most Broadway shows get out within a half an hour. So Times Square every night, all of a sudden, is just kind of overloaded with everyone leaving the theater. So they've got extra police out there and everything. And so the police officer was like, wait, why is everyone congratulating? What happened? I said, well, I just proposed to my girlfriend on stage. And in a thick New York accent, he goes, oh. And he's using the actual words here, but he goes, oh, that's effing nice. That's really effing nice. effing congratulations.
That's a New York cop.
Yeah. So that was my most elaborate one.
Now, did that end in marriage?
It did not, no.
Was your brother so mad when you broke up?
Not that I know of.
Is he like, I wasted a stage proposal on you?
Not that I know of. He didn't say that he was. But then
she said yes at the moment, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she said yes.
Oh, okay.
And we were engaged for a while, and then I started my radio career, and that kind of took me away from it. It turned into kind of a long-distance relationship, and then turned into a mess. And then my second proposal, we dated for a year. I decided to propose. Shortly after I proposed, she kind of disappeared. Her dad got sick, And as it turns out, no, her dad wasn't sick. She was already married with kids.
When you proposed?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The entire year we were dating, her husband was overseas. He was in the military.
Oh, what?
Did she return the ring?
Oh, she did return the ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was over in the Oh, God.
Yeah. Bitch! How we dated for a year and she kept her 2 kids secret, I have no
That's
idea.
crazy.
No idea. What was the third proposal?
See, they're
That one
getting...
was
Oh,
marriage.
the third one was... Thank
Yeah.
you. Kelly knows
That
my
one-
history better than I do. Yes, the third one was marriage.
Yes.
Because we dated for a couple years. That didn't work out. Fourth one, I went a little elaborate because we loved going to a place called FYE, For Your Entertainment.
Yeah.
It was basically a Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, no, we used to have it in the
Oh,
malls.
okay, yeah.
We still do, maybe.
So we had one that we would go to all the time. That's how we would spend our date nights playing games, winning tickets. And we loved skee ball. And they had the digital skee ball.
Yeah.
So I actually contacted the company. And they rewrote the sign, the digital sign, to say I got up on the skee ball machine, and so the sign was behind me. And they sent us a miniature skee ball machine saying congratulations with our names.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the woman that broke my heart and dumped me, and that's the one I thought I was supposed to be with. But as it turns out, no. Nora is the one I'm supposed to be with.
Yeah, I can say with 100% assurance that you are right about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's perfect for you.
She is.
She doesn't... I don't believe she has any other family. Any other...
No.
Second life.
No, I don't think so.
Family overseas.
Yeah, I don't think so. And if she dumps me, I'm going to jail because no one else is going to be with her. That's life for me. That's it. I'm done. I am done.
Whoa.
But I bring all this up because the article talked about the fact that most women are not surprised by a proposal. And I'm almost positive that Nora knew what was going on. Were you surprised, Kelly?
I was. I was 100% taken by surprise by the proposal.
Really?
Yeah, and it was just this, Charlie kind of started out a conversation with me and just like, I've really just loved our time together. It's been really special. And I was waiting for the but. Like, I thought, am I getting broken up with right now? I can't even believe this. Like, I thought this guy was absolutely forever. So inside, like, my heart started to die a little bit. Because I was like, I'm getting broken up with. But then it, like, was continuing with more of, like, just compliments and beautiful. And I was like, wait a minute. Am I getting proposed to?
So you guys hadn't, like, talked about it or anything?
I mean,
really?
just I would always joke around like, oh, maybe we should get engaged or whatever, and we just, I felt like we both knew we were getting married, but then once he started to actually propose and just the way he sort of started it made me think, oh my, I have misjudged. I am off.
I am way off here. Well, and that's the thing. The article states that most women are not surprised because they've already kind of talked about it.
Yes.
They've talked about their future.
Yeah.
Because the other thing, another thing you have to be careful of is, or at least hopefully you pick up on the clues if you don't have a direct conversation, is what if you do, or you're like me and you don't mind the big elaborate something, like proposing on stage on Broadway, but your wife-to-be, your fiancé-to-be doesn't want that.
Right.
They don't want the sports board Jumbotron proposal. They would rather it be nice and quiet. Like with Nora, it wasn't super elaborate, but basically it was a couple hour progression where I visited all of our favorite spots from like our first couple dates, and then I proposed at the restaurant at the exact table where we met for our first drink together ever. And so a little more intimate, but every place we went, I secretly slid the bartender a note that I wrote special for each location about remember this memory, and the bartender brought it when they brought the drinks.
Aww.
So the notes kind of built as we were going along the
That's
the
nice.
day. Yeah.
Carrie says, sounds like a Hallmark movie. And then I don't understand this one. Maybe you guys do. Dominic said, damn, Goose was a Jody and didn't even know it.
The other girl, the other woman.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the other woman.
I never heard that term.
Yeah, especially when it happens to military people.
Okay.
Because living in Colorado Springs, we've got all the military. Fort Carson is there. And so, he was stationed at Fort Carson overseas.
Yeah, Dominic was in the military. He'd know.
800-821-9970. Were you surprised by your proposal? or did you know it was coming?
One thing I will say is if your girl gets a fresh manicure on the day before you're going to propose, she knows.
Yeah. Thick, was Heather surprised?
Oh, dude, it was so... We didn't care about any of that stuff. We had already talked about it.
Yeah.
And one night we said, well, let's go get a ring. And that was it.
And
we went to the jewelry store together and picked out a ring, and she put it on.
So you didn't, there wasn't a point in time where you were like, will you marry me? And she said yes. You guys had just already agreed and talked about it the whole way.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Nora did send me, because we had talked about rings. We knew we were going to be together, and she sent me some designs. So her ring ended up being, exactly what she wanted, which I'm very happy about because...
Were you like, listen, I've done this a lot before. You don't have to tell me what to do.
Do you know that when you come to the wedding, you will see that after the ceremony, because we're doing the wedding all in one spot. It's a very, small little thing. But she's changing. She's got the dress she's getting married in, but she has ordered a specialized jersey. It's I don't know if it's a baseball or basketball or football jersey, but basically it's got the number 5 on the back.
Oh, she's number 5.
She's celebrating being the 5th fiance.
Well done,
I think
Nora.
I'm going to get a special made robe, the 5 Timers Club from SNL. I'm going to get the purple
I like
robe.
that.
Blitz, hi, who's this? Morgan, were you surprised by the proposal?
No, because I figured it out before it happened.
You did figure it out. What pieced it together? What clues were there?
We were going on vacation with his family, and they had set up a photographer to do family photos. And I offhandedly said, hey, why don't we take this moment to get married or get engaged? And his shoulders dropped.
You burst his bubble!
Oh.
If you know it, you don't say it. Come on!
So we ended up going and getting my ring size. He had already picked out my ring, so we got it sized before we went on vacation.
So you knew. Man, you just sucked all the air out of his proposal. Although that's much like Brittany, who texted in. Brittany says, I was not surprised. We went hiking with our friend who is a photographer.
Oh, okay.
Why are you carrying such a big backpack? Thanks for the call. I hope you have a great Wednesday.
Angie said, my ex-husband proposed to me at the Funny Bone, and the comedian that night had my ring in his pocket.
Oh, that's cool.
So we went up
fun.
on the stage in the middle of the show, and yes, I was surprised.
Oh, I love it.
I saw another comedian do that where he was talking to someone in the audience and said they had gone to a previous show 3 years before, and the comedian had picked him out. And then they went to go see him 3 years later. He's like, wait, I remember you guys. But it was all a setup for the stage proposal, which I love. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Good morning, it's Tristan.
Hey, Tristan. Was your fiance surprised by the proposal?
Yes, but in the moment, she didn't know because I had planned it to be the same time as our maternity. So
Wait, what happened? You're breaking up real bad. What happened?
I planned to do the proposal during maternity photos. So
maternity photos. Okay.
So she wouldn't get any idea about it. But when I did it, she turns around and goes, ha, 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 you're dumb, but yeah.
Wow. So she called you out and then said yes.
Yeah, so now after that evil laugh, I've committed myself to a lifetime of craziness.
Yeah, no, that does happen. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the call, Tristan. Thanks so much.
Casper said, I proposed to my wife of both of us, 18 years old, smoking a joint in my car. We eloped. I had not even met her parents before we got married. When I met her father, he said, welcome to the family. Thanks for saving me a bunch of money. 27 years later, still married.
That's awesome. Yeah, that sounds like me and Heather.
I do remember when I did go and ask Nora's father for permission.
Were you nervous?
A little bit. We haven't met, but, we're also both... It's not like we're 22, 23 going to ask it, we're both. But he did say, are you sure?
So the whole family sarcastic.
He goes,
sarcasm marrying sarcasm.
Yeah, so you're getting into, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not only Nora, the boys, the whole thing. You're getting into the whole thing.
Now you know where she gets it.
Yeah, absolutely. 800-821-9970. Were you surprised by the proposal? Because this article says most women are not.
And now,
All right, I'm listening. isn't it?
3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, this is horrific. The bodies of 2 young black girls have been found inside suitcases buried in shallow graves on the east side of Cleveland. Police say they don't yet know who they are or how they died. A dog walker found the first body on Monday evening in a field, which prompted the search that turned up a second suitcase nearby. Police say they believe one girl was between the ages of 8 and 13, the other between the ages of 10 and 14. They say they don't know when the girls died, but that it was not recent. Well, the U.S. military says the operation in Iran is running ahead of schedule. The U.S. has severely degraded Iran's air defenses and destroyed hundreds of ballistic missiles, launchers, and drones. The U.S. is sinking Iran's navy and has taken out 17 ships and its only submarine. Oh, and by the way, the Pentagon last night announced a side quest. In a joint effort with the Ecuadorian government, the U.S. is launching military operations in Ecuador, targeting narco-terrorists. Details are unclear. It's not known how many troops are being deployed.
I mean, if you've ever played D&D, you know it's all about the side
You
quests.
got to do the side quests, yeah.
Yeah, that sure is.
Elijah Blue Allman, son of Cher and Greg Allman, has been arrested for a second time and within a matter of 3 days following a break-in at a New Hampshire home. A woman called 911 from her closet saying someone had broken through her glass door and was still in the home. So when police arrived, they found the 49-year-old Elijah Blue Allman sitting on the living room couch smoking a cigarette. They're like, "What are you doing?" He said he had permission to smash through that glass door and come inside, which he did not. Unfortunately for him, that violated conditions of his bail that were set a few days before, when he allegedly went into the dining hall of a private boarding school in New Hampshire and was causing a disturbance. He has no known connection to the school. Allman has a decades-long history of substance abuse and was hospitalized for an overdose less than a year ago. So things are spiraling. I feel terrible for Cher.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Like she has, I think, really worked hard to help her son.
Yeah.
It's just been a decades-long battle.
It really has, and it's really unfortunate.
Yep. All right, those are your 3 things.
Hey, Ozzy fans, just so you should know real quick, Sharon Osbourne confirmed that Ozfest will return in 2027. Festival hasn't run since 2018, obviously before Ozzy's illness, but Sharon said Ozzy encouraged to continue the brand without him before his death, and she says she is discussing the revival with Live Nation, and there'll be plans to mix multiple music genres plus traditional metal, and you can look forward to that coming in 2027. All right, real quick, before we give away these Blackberry Smoke tickets, we were talking about proposals and whether or not you were surprised, because this article stated that most women were not surprised by this. And Amanda texted in and said, "I have to get through. You have to hear my story." Amanda, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right, so were you surprised by the proposal?
So there actually was no proposal. We were dating for 6 months, and my husband took me to his family reunion at his uncle's in St. Louisville, Ohio.
Okay.
And we drank heavy, and we went to Steak and Shake early in the morning, and we get halfway back, and my husband's slowing down the car, and he's like, I'm like, "What are you doing?"
I want to hear the story, but you can't be dropping S-bombs all over the place.
I can't. I'm so sorry.
He said he has to poop. He
I
has
can
to poop.
tell you've told this story many times because the words are coming out so naturally that you usually just drop the S-bomb there. Okay.
No, I'm not going to. So he pulls over on the side of the road and gets out and opens the door and has explosive diarrhea.
Oh, my.
I climb over into the driver's seat, and I reach back and hand him a box of Kleenex tissue. And then we go, he gets back in the car, and I drive back to the reunion, and his uncle has an outhouse. So I drop him off at the outhouse on the way back to the lake. And he said, "Okay, you handled that like a pro. I am going to marry you."
That was the proposal. I mean, honestly.
We eloped a month later, and the day before we left to go to Gatlinburg, I was cooking dinner, and I said, "You have to get down on one knee right here and propose to me, or I'm not going to marry you." So he got down on one knee with no ring while I was at the kitchen stove and proposed, and we left the next day and eloped.
What do you mean? My man was already down on one cheek. He was already proposing. But that is true.
There.
If you can handle that emergency poo on the side of the road and jump over in the driver's side and hand him some Kleenex, that's a Marion man right there. I
we've
support
been together
that.
21 years.
21 years.
How about that?
I like
It all started with a roadside crap.
Yep.
Oh, what a romantic story.
Sorry for the F-bomb.
I'm glad he didn't have like the ring in his back pocket.
Oh.
He pulls it out and he's like, hold on, I need another piece of Kleenex to clean this off.
Oh, God.
We were so broke, I didn't get an engagement ring till about a month and a half after we got
For
married.
some reason, the ring just slides on your finger real easy.
Oh, my God. Gross.
Hey, Amanda, thank you so much for the call. I hope you have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. All right, we have got Blackberry Smoke tickets, and we want to hook you up right now.
It's the Morning Blitz with Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
The time is gone. It's a time. Time after time. Good times. Big time. Let's lose and home again.
Blackberry Smoke going to be at Newport Music Hall Saturday, July 18th. Tickets available at AXS.com right now, or you can just win them. 800-821-9970. If you want to play, you can give us a call right now. We are going to play the Time Warp. Thick has worked diligently putting together these audio clues for us. Kelly's got her pen and paper. I've got my pen and paper. Let's see if we can give away some tickets. 800-821-9970. Let's get ourselves a contestant. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Gage.
Gage. All right, Gage. Here's the deal. We've got an audio montage for you. 3 clips. Could come from TV, movies, music, PSAs, commercials, marketing slogans, news stories. We don't know where it's going to be from. The only thing I can tell you for sure is all 3 clips are from the same year. So we'll all take a listen and then I'll take a guess. Gage, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Thick, let's go.
It's nothing fancy or expensive, but boy, are they hot. Kids are collecting as many as they can. We are, of course, talking about Beanie Babies.
I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me?
Fire.
Fire.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Gage, you heard the clues. We'll give you a choice. You want to go first or last?
Last.
Last. Okay. Well, let's see here. We obviously have Beanie Babies. We've got Beck. And we've got Beavis and Butthead. Now, here's the question, though. And I have to assume, Thick, you're going off of the MTV debut, because weren't they on Daria before?
Well,
they were
on an episode, yeah.
Okay, but you're going with
the
we're going with the
debut
Beavis
of the Beavis and Butthead
cartoon.
show.
Definitely the 90s. Is it early 90s? How far along in high school was I when Beavis and Butthead came out? I'm going to go 94. Kelly?
I feel like that's right around. It's got to be right or close to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Beanie Babies came out when my sister's kids were young, so it was definitely the early 90s. 94. I'll say 92.
92. Okay. Gage, there's a window there, or you can take your own route as to which way you want to go with your guess on what year all 3 of those clips took place.
I'm going to guess 93.
Right in the middle. All right. 94 for me, 93 for Gage, 92 for Kelly. Thick, what you got?
It's nothing fancy or expensive, but boy, are they hot. Kids are collecting as many as they can. We are, of course, talking about Beanie Babies.
I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Fire.
Cool.
Beavis and Butthead, the song Loser by Beck, and of course those Beanie Babies all came out in 1993.
Gage, congratulations. I was going to go 93, and I took a step up to a year earlier. Shouldn't have done that. All right, Gage, congratulations. Blackberry Smoke coming up Saturday, July 18th, Newport Music Hall. You're going to be there, all right?
Heck yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
You're very welcome. Hang on one second.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us overseas to Fuengirola, Spain. I know I'm saying that correctly. 51-year-old taxi driver was just arrested for assault after allegedly punching a 65-year-old Irish tourist who burped in his cab.
Burps can be really offensive, by the way.
Why are you looking me right in the eye?
Well, yeah.
All right, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, yeah. Your burps aren't offensive. I'm just saying, like, if you've had a really just crazy meal and then you, like, really rip a big burp in someone's cab, like, I don't blame them.
The February 23rd incident occurred after the driver picked up two intoxicated Irish tourists. When one passenger began burping, the driver stopped and ordered them out. As the tourist exited, the driver allegedly punched him, causing him to fall and hit his head on the curb.
Oh, damn.
Police and paramedics found the victim with a bloody nose and a large head wound. He was treated at a local hospital for severe head and face injuries. Driver was released on bail. He's cooperating with authorities. But, man, and this follows another November incident where another taxi driver in the same city was arrested for allegedly dragging a tourist after a fare dispute. Boy, do not mess with the taxi drivers in Fuengirola, Spain.
I guess.
They do not play. I'll tell you what, though. You give me a dinner and a can of Diet Coke. Oh, man. There have been so many times where I'm sitting on the couch and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, and I start rocking back and forth. I'm just like, oh, it's in there. Oh, and then you just let it rip, and you're like, all right, room for more.
I feel like that happens in here every morning.
I know, and it's funny because
that's not a special occasion, FYI.
He always follows it with a,
oh boy. Burp and go, oh boy.
Yeah, it's like, oh boy. Oh. There it is.
Or the third favorite is, I'll just, oh, baby got gas.
Yeah.
That's another good one. Little tap of the chest, little baby tap. Ooh, baby got gas. Story number 2 takes us down to, it's down south. We have WTF. What the Florida? This is actually a follow-up. James Farthing. I don't know if you remember that name.
Yes.
He was a 50-year-old man, a convicted felon who has been in and out of jail, but is currently not serving any time. And the Kentucky man went out and bought himself a Powerball ticket and ended up winning the $167.3 million jackpot.
Yes.
Well, if you've got yourself $167.3 million that you did not have the day before, you're probably going to celebrate. That's what he did. And the not-so-breaking news story I shared with you was the fact that he went down to Florida with his winnings to this Trade Winds Resort in St. Pete Beach, where he decided he was going to spend some of his newfound money, and he did so on a whole bunch of alcohol and drugs. Got himself nice and partied up before he started letting the entire bar know that I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire.
Uh-oh.
And people started questioning him. He didn't like that, and so he started beating everyone up. That is when police arrived and arrested him, and during the arrest, this man was so intoxicated, he thought he was still fighting other patrons at the bar when actually he was kicking police officers. Jeez. So he did receive that charge for, felony battery of a law enforcement officer. Well, here's an update. He has just pleaded guilty to a reduced misdemeanor charge in connection with the violent confrontation, and he was sentenced to time already served, so he'll be back out. This man is either going to lose his fortune, he's going to be one of those lottery winners that spends all his money, but the more likely scenario, this man's going to end up dead before he spent all his money.
Probably.
Guarantee it.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't handle yourself.
This is not the type of man who knows that when you win the lottery, the first thing you do is call a financial lawyer and set up a trust and do all the things you're supposed to do to make sure you don't get in any sort of financial trouble, things like that. You got to be real careful. This doesn't look like the prepared type of man.
No. This looks like a documentary in the making.
Yes. Yeah. How not to win the lottery would be the name of that one. So, I mean, Mr. Farthing, good luck, but fingers crossed for you. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. It's a Wednesday, which means it's time to help somebody out with Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. And today, Bethany wrote us an email that I think some people have been through before. So if you have, please, 800-821-9970. Give Bethany some help here. Because she says, this may sound crazy, but I'd love to know how to proceed here. A few months ago, I had a second appointment with a new doctor. By all accounts, he's single, slightly nerdy. There was a huge chemistry, I feel. I had a friend there who basically said, get a room. Thought that he really liked me. Although nothing inappropriate was stated in either direction, I think he showed me tremendous interest, but I don't want to seem crazy. Is there anything rational I can do next, like on the next visit or something, to test his interests, or is it just futile given that he's so serious and professional? He's my doctor. It's been a couple of months, and oddly enough, I thought he would find some way to make contact. Here I am sounding crazy again. Any help would be great. Thanks. What's he supposed to do? Go on your medical records and get your phone number and then text you? Give you a call? Say, hey, I know this may sound weird. I know I'm your doctor, but would you want to go grab coffee or something sometime? Like, what's the next step there? Or do you...
Okay, a current patient-doctor relationship, that's unethical. Like, you can't approach a current doctor. Now, what you could do, maybe, is go to my chart, send them a little message that all the nurses are going to read, and say, hey, I need a referral for a new doctor. Well, it is personal, because we'll build from there.
Right. That's what you're saying. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Say like,
You could almost turn that into the flirty line. I need a referral. Nothing's wrong with you.
Yeah.
But you can't be my doctor and take me to dinner, which I want you to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is the way to approach it. And then you might have to wait a while, because honestly, there's an ethics issue here for the doctor. And he doesn't want his license to be called into question. So maybe you might have to wait some more months before there's some distance. But I do think this is workable. But you've got to do it in a way that's not going to put him in a bad situation.
As a woman, Kelly, how sure would you have to be? Because let's say you do that, then either A, you're going back to your doctor that did not ask you out, that you thought there was chemistry there.
Yeah, no, you're never going back to this guy.
Never going back.
Never.
But now you have to go through the process of finding a new doctor, which can be a bit of a headache.
I'd rather have the headache than the embarrassment. Like,
if he doesn't respond or says, I appreciate the offer, but... no.
Yeah, I guess you shouldn't do it through my chart. You could probably find an email address for this guy. Don't you think?
Probably,
somewhere
yeah.
Online.
Yeah, my chart putting it out there kind of public. I mean, I appreciate the kind words, but, I saw what happened last time when you stepped on the scale when you were here. It's not like...
When it said one at a time, please.
Yeah.
That's an old joke.
That is an old joke. No, but yeah, you put it out there and then just have to wait for it.
No, but you have to know, look, I'm going to do this and it's a risk, and I'm also going to have to find a new doctor either way. Because you can't go back to that guy. No, you have to protect your dignity.
I also have to assume that this is your general practitioner. This most certainly isn't your gyno. There's no way.
A surgeon.
There's no way.
Or maybe
it's your gyno.
Maybe it is.
Or there's no way it's the doctor that did your colonoscopy. I don't think you're asking that doctor out. I would have to assume.
No, that doctor you don't see regularly. The colonoscopy.
Once is enough. Maybe twice. Maybe you have to go back for test results.
No, but you're going to a place where they do that. It's not your regular doctor that you're going to see on a regular basis.
So you're saying you could ask out your colonoscopy doctor without any ethics issues?
After the colonoscopy.
After the colonoscopy.
Right.
Okay.
I think. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Right. But he is not going to make the first move. She said she was hoping he would find a way to contact her. There's no way. Just because of it's inappropriate.
Right.
The ethics of it. You will... What's her name?
Bethany.
She has to make the first move. No question about it.
Is it illegal?
No.
I think there's an ethics issue here. It would be like your therapist asking you out. I mean, there's an intimate relationship there, doctor-patient, where You are not the one in control as the patient.
My therapist asked me out. I'm marrying that person because they still accept me after all the things I've told them. Like, oh, you're signing up for this? Yeah, no, come on, no one else is.
But I think she could easily just, on her next appointment with the doctor, see if she feels the same chemistry. And then when the appointment's over, say, hey, I think I'm going to have to find a new doctor. And he says, why? And she says, because I want to take you out to dinner. And then if he rejects it, he rejects it. I mean, shoot your shot. You have nothing to lose.
True. Except for the headache of finding a new doctor.
Unless you think this is the greatest doctor you've ever had in your life.
Yeah, I'm not doing that face-to-face. That is way too risky.
Why? Is it going to make a difference in his response?
No, it's not going to make any difference. It's going to make a difference in how comfortable I feel living the rest of my life.
Oh, my God. What, you've never been rejected?
Not face-to-face, baby.
Really?
Some people don't take that very well. I know. I'm not good at rejection at all.
Oh,
terrible with rejection.
Not everybody likes everybody. And
it's true.
You know, everybody's got different tastes. And
okay, Mr. Robot, you can do everything in person, but some of us are too sensitive.
That is true. There are people that cannot take it. 800-821-9970.
I'm the one who said you can break up via text after at least 6 months of dating.
That is true.
Text breakup is fine.
Bunch of wimps.
Have you ever dated a doctor before? That someone was your former doctor? Did you like see them after the fact? You're like, oh, yeah, you were my doctor, and then or did you leave your doctor in hopes that it turned into something? 800-821-9970. Let's see. I'm 100% with Thick on this one. Shoot your shot, no regrets.
Naomi had a good point. My chart is part of your medical record. That message would follow you to the next doctor.
Oh, that's true.
Good call.
Yes.
So it says, get a referral, then later figure a way to cross paths. It is extremely unethical.
That is true. I did figure out a way to cross paths with Charlie when I first met him.
Okay.
So I figured that out. You can maneuver that.
Do you think maybe
just hide out in the parking lot until he's off shift and then
and
follow
jump off
him.
from underneath his car?
Well, no, you just follow him to the next location.
Would you be willing to ask, like, let's say there was a really friendly nurse there. Would you be willing to, like, ask the nurse and be like, hey, where does he hang? Does he ever talk about where he hangs out? Does he have, like, a favorite restaurant or a bar that he goes to?
You'd have to really be vibing with a nurse to ask that.
She's not going to do that. That would be completely unethical.
I guess the nurse couldn't give out personal information.
Carrie says, I've seen this on the hub. It never ends well.
Yeah. Usually ends pretty poorly. 800-821-9970. Is Bethany just wasting her time here? Or would it be worth it to actually, like you said, try and find a referral, find a new doctor, and then find a way to email or hit this doctor up and say, look, I felt the chemistry last time we were here. I literally went and got another doctor, so there were no unethical issues here. Do you want to go grab coffee?
I love it. I think that you can make it. I think this can possibly work if you do it the right way.
And Bethany, whatever, please give us a follow-up. Tell us what happens with this.
Yeah,
We'd like to know. We'd like to hear what the results.
I would love to know. Does it work? Will you find a new doctor? What were you right? Was the chemistry there? Because that's the other thing. This is all her personal feelings on the chemistry of the matter, and she felt that there was this connection between her and the doctor.
Shaggy says, finding a way to run into somebody sure sounds like stalking to me.
Yeah, no, you got to be real careful as to, like, how you're going to go about it, but it can be done. I completely agree. 800-821-9970. Help Bethany out here for Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. Blitz Therapy brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. We were talking about Bethany, who sent us an email, which is summed up in the fact that she went to see her doctor. It was her second appointment with this doctor, and she really felt like there was some chemistry there. Like, even her friend was like, get a room. Like, there was some heat. Nothing inappropriate, but could definitely tell something. And so now she wants to know, what can she do? Is there a way that she can ask this doctor out? Of course, as Kelly pointed out, you can't do it if it's your doctor. That's unethical. He'll have to say no. So we're trying to figure out, has anyone ever done this before? Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Brenda.
Brenda, and how do you want to help Bethany out here?
So I had this situation probably about 15 years ago, and it was a dentist that I had seen, and he seemed like he flirted with me quite often, and I would flirt back. but I was always too scared to ask him. And I absolutely would have gotten a new dentist. But I think she should definitely shoot her shot because you never know. Like, I could have a completely different life right now. I mean, I'm single, and I might be married if I would have shot my shot.
Oh,
To
so
a
you
dentist.
regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think about him often?
Not really, just time to time. Just wondering how it could have turned out if I wouldn't have been so chicken.
Especially when you're brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
So
not so much the brushing of teeth, but more the motion makes you think of it.
Oh my God.
Have you stalked him on Facebook or anything?
No, I haven't.
Well, I mean, get on there, girl. Are you married?
Yeah, you might still be around.
No, I'm single.
Maybe he is too.
You might want to jump on that old social media there. Wait,
Maybe.
you said it was quite flirty. Like what? How does a dentist flirt? What does he say? Boy, you sure can open your mouth wide.
We would just talk. Well, so we would just talk, and he was just his body language and smiling, and the way he looked at me. So,
A girl knows.
Yeah, except a dentist kind of has to get up on you to get in that
He
mouth.
does, yeah.
Yeah,
but
He leans over. He's working on your cavity. He goes, "Oh, you got some nice tonsils. Can I tongue punch them?"
Ew. What kind of doctor do you go to? What kind of dentist do you go
dentist
to?
pickup line. Come on.
I really want you to.
I do regret it, though.
What's his name?
I wish I would have.
Can you tell me what his name is?
Is he here? Is he a Columbus dentist?
Yes. Well, Canal Winchester.
Okay, we're narrowing
Right
it
down.
down.
Come on, girl. You got to get on this.
Can't be that many Canal Winchester dentists, I wouldn't think.
I'm not saying anything else.
Oh, you're not going to give us his name?
No, because what if he's listening?
And then
I mean, this might all work out in your favor.
Yeah, maybe he'll text us and say, "Hey, tell her to call me."
He might scrape your teeth with a different tool. You never know.
Oh my God!
Come on, jump on this.
You don't know who I am, anyways. It's Dr. Max.
Dr. Max.
Yeah.
I want to know if anyone knows Dr. Max. 800-821.
Yeah, there's not going to be another dentist in Canal Winchester named Dr. Max.
Probably not. What's your name again? I'm sorry. What's your name
Brenda.
again? Brenda. All right, Brenda. I'm writing your name down.
He's cute.
You found him?
No.
You found him?
Dr. Max.
Oh, look at that little guy. Was he a dentist when he was 14? He's so young. Is he the Doogie Howser of dentists? Who is this guy?
He's my age.
How old are you?
39. Well,
Yeah.
he might be a couple years older.
Okay, so yeah, you said 50. So you got him fresh out of dental school. Well, no, not even. Was he still a?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's.
Did you purposely like kind of shift your weight in the chair to the right so everything just rests on your shoulder while he was working on you? No. Okay.
No.
I'm Googling if he's married right now.
Kelly is all
Oh, my
up
goodness. He
in this.
probably is.
Doing some investigative work for the ladies. Women helping women. This is how it should be.
He probably doesn't even remember me.
I bet he does. I bet every time he's up in someone's mouth, he's thinking of you. One way or the other. I'm not sure which way he's up in someone's mouth, but one way or the other.
You are.
I want this to happen. I'm trying to make this happen.
Yeah, but you're being kind of gross.
Oh, all right. Sorry. All right. Kelly's going to do more research for you, and we'll find out, okay?
Oh, let's find out about this.
All right. Thank you so much for the call.
Never too late.
Never
Thank you.
too
You
late.
guys have a good day.
Bye.
See you, Brenda.
Joe, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, I just want to.
I appreciate.
Don't
Hold
say
on.
it. Don't
I
say it with.
appreciate you loving us.
Don't say it with
I've been
F-bombs.
here. I've been listening to the Blitz since I was a kid.
Nice.
I'm a '90s babies man.
We
But
appreciate
I heard
that.
this story of fell in love, whatever, with their doctor, and I just want to say it can happen. And I have a couple kids as well, and they'll see me sometimes when we're in the hospital, and they'll get flirted with. But if it's the same on both sides, shoot your shot. Talk to somebody.
Shoot
I got
your shot.
shot a little while ago.
You got shot?
And I got hit in my leg. A friend of mine talked me into doing something stupid.
Oh.
Shooting yourself in the leg?
Yeah, okay.
You shot your
No.
shot.
Yeah, you literally shot your shot.
I got shot by a crackhead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. That does happen sometimes.
Yeah, especially coming from the hilltop.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to tell this girl, if she really feels these feelings for this doctor, she should let him know.
Well, what happened when you got shot?
Honestly,
Wake and bake.
Wake and bake.
I can go into that.
You're telling us you hooked up with your doctor that helped you after you got shot?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good for you. Okay.
I got hit in my leg, and I was in the...
Okay.
Oh, no, we
All
lost
right,
him.
great.
Darn it.
Great story.
Oh,
That's
all right.
unfortunate.
No, we lost Joe. Oh, no.
A crackhead shot him in the leg. He met someone, and
Met a doctor
In the emergency room.
in the emergency room
she was hot.
and got a little something extra. Got extra TLC for his bullet wound.
Wow.
All right, Joe. Well, Bethany, you heard it can happen. Brenda, Kelly is still trying to look up Dr. Max for you.
And you don't want to end up with regrets.
You
Bethany.
don't want no.
You can find
Although
another doctor.
I'm pretty sure Joe has no regrets. I would just think that Joe's probably more on the no regrets than the no regrets.
Wow.
Oh, Dr. Max lives with his wife, Dr. Nisha, and their 2 children. He's married.
Brenda, I'm
sorry,
so
Brenda.
sorry.
He is super cute, though, and he's got a couple of cute kids, if that helps.
Brenda, are you possibly down for a threesome?
Ew.
What? What do you mean,
You're
ew?
asking for yourself?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you and Nora? Is that?
No,
he's him and Nora.
Dr. Max and his wife.
What makes you think they're down for it?
I'm starting with Brenda, then I'll ask them. You got to start somewhere.
He's a matchmaker now.
Yes.
And now,
All right, I'm listening.
3 things you need to know before you go.
It's an interesting article from 614 magazine that Thick showed me today. Plans in the works for a $400 million renovation of Nationwide Arena. The work would take place over multiple years and would modernize parts of the venue, including new seating, a new entrance, enhanced outdoor space, and upgraded concessions. Now, how's it going to be paid for? Well, the proposal is that it'll include both public and private revenue sources like grants, direct support from the city of Columbus and Franklin County, loans, bonds, and private money. And they do not know, there's no timeline because they do have to raise the funds first.
Yeah.
But they do need an overhaul there.
They do a
It's
little
been
bit,
while.
yeah. Office space around
Just a
the
little bit
arena.
update.
They're going to
Time to update, yeah.
Yeah, man. It just helps everything.
Yep. In a brand new bombshell lawsuit, 4 siblings, now adults, claim Michael Jackson sexually abused them as children and that his estate is trying to silence them. Former Jackson family friends Edward, Dominic, and Aldo Casio, as well as their sister Marie Nicole Port, have filed a lawsuit in California federal court alleging Jackson groomed and brainwashed them, drugged them, and assaulted them over more than a decade. They allege trafficking as well, and that occasions of abuse happened at the homes of Elizabeth Taylor and Elton John. They say Jackson's employees facilitated and concealed the abuse and then had them sign confidentiality agreements under false pretenses. The attorney for the Jackson estate says this is a multi-million-dollar money grab, that the family previously threatened to come forward with accusations after the release of that show, Leaving Neverland.
Right, yeah.
And Jackson's estate did pay the Casios off. Paid them $2.8 million each over 5 years. They say to protect Michael's family from any kind of court case. Makes you wonder what's going on there.
I mean, I agree. Whenever it comes to a payoff, I always go that route.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I get it.
On the flip side of that, $2.8 million a year is right per year, but $2.8 million
person.
Per person.
Oh, okay. But that
over a period of years.
Right. And that's still basically a portion of the interest that he earns.
Right.
That the estate earns on his money.
Right.
So instead of going through this whole thing,
paying lawyers,
a drop in the bucket,
yeah,
whatever, take it.
Yeah.
So I see both sides.
Yeah.
I hate that it's continuing.
My gosh, years and years afterwards.
So many
He's
years.
not even alive to defend himself.
Right.
Ugh. Well, a never-before-seen Targaryen may be headed for the big screen. Warner Brothers is quietly developing a Game of Thrones movie built around Aegon I.
Oh, the initial Targaryen.
The founder of the Targaryen dynasty and conqueror of 6 of the 7 kingdoms. with House of Cards creator Beau Willimon having already reportedly returning in a first draft. So he's already written a first draft of this. It's called Aegon's Conquest. At least its development name is that.
Wow. That's a terrible name. Change that name.
This has not yet been greenlit. So no word on whether this will ever get made, but it really looks like the building blocks are there for this movie to be made.
Just a little more. Just squeeze that sponge a little more. Get money out of it.
HBO Max, the Seven King, they just put out, what is it?
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Kingdoms.
It was excellent.
Yeah, so they say basically, if this does as well as they hope it will, that this is you can always fish in this pool. They will always go back to the well and get more stories out of this whole deal.
It's the modern day Star Wars, where you have got an endless supply of characters and stories and arcs and timelines. Because, like you said, this House of Kingdoms is like 100 years before Game of Thrones. This one's going all the way back a couple hundred years,
several centuries.
You've got the what was the one, the House of the Dragon? That was afterwards, wasn't it?
No, that was 100 years before.
Oh, 100 years before.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was actually, I'm sorry, that was 200 years before Game of Thrones. Night of the Seven Kingdoms, 100 years before.
Okay.
And then this one will be like multiple centuries. And then and the one that's after is the one that's coming with Jon Snow and
what's her name?
His sister.
Yeah.
Arya Stark. They're going to be in one together that's coming. That one's going to be great.
Oh, sorry.
Let me turn his mic off.
Okay.
Since he doesn't, I'm not worried about him. He's not that big of a fan. That's okay. Those of us who are will watch. We will watch it all.
I'm
of course.
Curious too, and same with the Star Wars fans, but this Game of Thrones fandom, that you really can keep track of the centuries on this thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what are we? Yeah, it's very confusing to me, even with Star Wars, but.
Yeah, it is absolutely
nuts.
It is endless.
Endless.
I still wish they would do the one they were going to do that goes all the way back to how the White Walkers began. I'd really love to see that.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, those are your three things.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, time to learn you some stuff on a Wednesday morning, make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. We don't do politics on this show, or I should say we don't get political on this show, but we will teach you about politics.
Yeah.
As in Jeanette Rankin from Montana. She was the first woman elected to Congress, and she didn't even vote for herself. Why? Because she couldn't. She was elected in 1916, 4 years before women could vote.
Wow. But she could run for office?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that.
That does seem a little weird.
Yeah.
I wonder who... To the Googles! Who?
Yeah, we'll never be divisive on this show.
Woman to run for public office. Was she the first woman? She was the first winner, but was she the first woman? Victoria Woodhull was the first woman to run for public office in the United States, launching her trailblazing campaign for president in 1872.
The fact she was allowed to run, but women couldn't vote is really strange to me.
Candidate for the Equal Rights Party, nominated nearly 50 years before women gained the right to vote.
Well, I guess, yeah, because based on the rules for being president.
Yeah?
Did it say you had to be a man or just had to be 35 years old and a citizen?
Stockbroker and newspaper publisher. Boy, double dipping in the political fun facts. Let's see here. Did you know that about half of the world's energy is used for heat, which includes keeping people warm? Transportation and electricity account for the other half.
Okay.
Did you know that Michelangelo's statue of David is extremely tall? He's 17 feet tall. Is Michelangelo a little guy? He had little guy syndrome. So he goes, you know what? I'm going to make a giant statue. Did you know that Larry King once got into a car accident with JFK? You all right over there?
Yeah, went down the wrong pipe.
JFK,
is that right?
Yeah, JFK was a senator, and King crashed into his car. JFK told him it was fine, and he wouldn't report it as long as Larry King voted for him when he ran for president. All right, fair trade.
By the way, Michelangelo, 5'2".
Yeah, he had small man syndrome.
Yeah.
So he wanted to make a really big statue. And finally, the first movie to have an official website in 1994 was the movie Stargate with Kurt Russell and James Spader. Good movie.
James Spader and Kurt Russell? How did I never see that?
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
Time travel. Alien planet. But it's a good movie. Yeah. I recommend checking it out if you haven't done so already. There you go. Learning you some stuff on a Wednesday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.